Paul goes on and says, He died for all, that those who live should live no longer for themselves, but for Him who died for them and rose again. Therefore, from now on, we regard no one according to the flesh, even though we have known Christ according to the flesh, yet now we know Him thus no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he's a new creation, and old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Now all things are of God, who has reconciled us to Himself through Jesus Christ and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, that God was in Christ reconciling the world to Himself and not holding their trespasses against them, and has committed to us the word of reconciliation. Who has the word? We do. Is it a word of judgment? Is it a word of wrath? Even though, some lightning bolts from heaven right about now would probably do some people some good, and it would make all of us feel really good. We just have to understand it's peace. We're in a season of shalom. We're in a season of goodwill toward men, not bad will toward men. We have to understand what Jesus was trying to accomplish at the cross, that He was dying for all so that all could receive Him, and then He was handing over the ministry of reconciliation to you and I, the church. Be reconciled to God. God is not holding your trespasses against you. Come on, that's what it says. Be reconciled to God. He who knew no sin became sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. Come on, I've got good news for you today. I don't care what you've done. I don't care where you've been. I don't care what thoughts you've had. There's good news for you. There's a God in heaven who sent His Son so that your life could be radically changed, so that you don't have to live that way anymore, so that you don't have to be bound up in sin, so that you don't have to be a recipient of the wages of sin, which is death. But you right now can receive the peace of God, the completeness of God, and you can receive the goodwill of God toward men, which is Him taking away every stain of sin and every shame, every burden. Come on, are you with me? I know for the most part I'm preaching to the choir, but it's still good for all of us to be reminded. Jesus paid such a high price for us to be here today in His presence, completely free. Completely free. Paul's writing these words because he himself was a recipient of the goodwill of God toward men. He himself was a recipient of the peace of God, the shalom of God, absolutely changing and transforming a man who didn't deserve it. It's a good gift. It's the greatest gift. And it came in the package of Jesus.